Good afternoon, my beautiful people. Y'all listen. They fired your girl because of my health condition. But guess what? I now make more than the person that fired me. Yep, we're going to talk about it. Now listen, I don't have to punch a clock. I don't have to sit in traffic, and I definitely do not have to ask for no type of permission to take time off. Listen, with this strategy, I only trade once a week, and it takes me only 30 seconds to submit the trade. And I've done it literally from bed. I've done this on vacation. I've done this while waiting on my food to come out at a restaurant. When I say it's so chill, that's how chilled it is. So here is how I turn rejection into income, freedom, and purpose. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. So a few years ago, I was working a regular 9-to-5 job in information technology. When I say your girl was doing her very best, showing up on time, listen, doing my best. Managing my type 1 diabetes, I was staying on top of everything. And just to let you know, type 1 diabetes is a chronic autoimmune disease where I'm dependent on an insulin pump to live. And so when I say I was staying on top of stuff. But eventually my health, it just started to affect the schedule a little bit. So when I mean it started to affect the schedule, I'm saying doctor appointments, I'm saying low blood sugar episodes. If you are a diabetic, you know all about this. Just a bunch of things that I couldn't control. And instead of my job supporting me and all of that good stuff, they let me go. So just like that, I was fired because of my health being inconvenient. That's a daggone shame. And that was literally the moment that changed absolutely everything for me. But let me tell you, what hurt the most, it wasn't just losing a job. Because let me just say this. In IT, look, you fired me today, I can get another job tomorrow. Now, it sucked real bad. But it wasn't the thing that hurted me the most, losing my job. It was why I lost my job. That right there burned me up. And so I've had type 1 diabetes since I was 14 years old. That was when I was diagnosed. So I was born with the disease and it caught up with me. 14 years old was when my pancreas stopped working. And so it's something that I manage every single day. But at that job, that moment, that was literally the moment where I needed the time for my doctor appointments, right? I just had a rough few days with my blood sugar. That's all. And it felt like a burden. I felt like a burden at my 9-to-5, which sucked so bad. And they didn't see like my grind. They didn't see like me working above and beyond, me serving our employees, our clients. They didn't see my work ethic at all. They saw my condition. That's what they saw. And eventually they used it as a reason to let me go. And look, I'm going to just say this. It really made me realize real quick that if I wanted real freedom to just take care of my health and peace, just get myself together, because my health was out of whack. It was really bad. Woke up every morning feeling like I was on my deathbed. So if I wanted to have that real freedom, I just knew Ain't no way I am going to be dependent on a job that do not care about my reality. So after I got fired and everything, I literally sat there for a while. I sat on the couch. I will never forget. I was in my apartment and my feet was up on the couch and I was like, dang, they really fired me for my health. That's crazy. I sat there and look, I was in shock. I was frustrated. I had fear. And it just hit me real quick. It was like, if I don't figure this out and figure out how to provide for myself, who will? Who? If I don't figure this out, who gonna figure it out? Nobody but myself. So I remember I was sitting there and I was just like, dang, that's crazy. I would never forget. I was, I think at the time, I was in my early 20s. And I was sitting there, I was on my couch, and I was a mommy at the time to twin newborn babies, had two of them babies that I was providing for. So it wasn't just me, it was bigger than me. And I was like, all right. When I say I woke up, I was like, no job is guaranteed. Like, there is no job out here that is guaranteed. And no boss is going to care about my future more than I do. And that was the moment I knew I had to take control. I said, no more. I got to take control. So the thing was, I needed to learn how to make money, but on my own terms. Like, in a way that worked really well for my health and not going against it. Because the goal was to get better. The goal was to take care of my health, just to feel freedom, just to feel some peace. I just needed peace in my body. And I'm not going to lie to you. I was scared. It was really scary. It was a really scary time. But one thing about me, I don't know about you, but I know who controls my circumstances, and it is my Lord and Savior, okay? So my faith had to come in real quick. But I didn't have a backup plan at the time. There was no backup plan or anything like that. But I will say I was introduced to the stock market and learning the cover call strategy. My mom was the one a few years back when I was 18, she was like, you need to learn these stocks. It's a possible way that you can make money without needing a boss. You know, it's a way that you could have some flexibility. Something you could do with your health condition. You need to study your stocks. And so that was in the back of my head when I was sitting on that couch with my feet popped up, thinking about them babies that I didn't took in, that I had to provide for. Listen. I said, Mama told me a few years back that I need to get into my stocks. So that was when I remembered that moment. I was like, all right, the cool thing is about the trading strategy. I was like, it's not no crazy day trading stuff. So that was good. Because I was thinking, like, is this strategy going to work for me? Because I'm not trying to be glued to my screen. I'm not trying to lose money. Like, I need to make money. You know what I mean? I need to reinvest and grow the monies. Like, I don't want to do day trading. I'm not interested in day trading. So when I actually learned the cover call strategy, I learned real quick that it really allows you to make a consistent income, a reliable income, just by owning stocks. So just by owning actual shares. And so when I started diving deep into the world of cover call trading, I say, when I say my mind did a complete mindset shift, when I say I was thinking like an investor, not thinking about, wasting my time for money. Like I was thinking like an investor, y'all. Listen, I started to make decisions that was based off of freedom, not based off of fear, because I saw that this was my way out. So I was like, all right, we just gotta, we gotta plan accordingly. We gotta start planning accordingly. So I literally went from being someone's employee and working for the money to actually someone who owned assets that actually work for me, and not clocking in anymore and sitting on the clock and wasting time glued to my screen in somebody's building who don't care about me. Don't care about me at all. So, anyways, I started trading and all this stuff. And I said, hold on now. I made my first trade. My first trade was AMD. AMD stock at the time was in the $50 range. And so when I say I worked so hard to build money to put in my broker account, I worked 3 jobs. Yes, 3 jobs. My IT job, 9 to 5. It was really 7 to 4. And then I went 4:30 to like 2 in the morning at the restaurant. And then I had a full-time job from home, but it was flexible. So I got to, do my thing, make that money shimmer shake. Yeah. I worked 3 jobs. And so I funded my broker account $5,500. Started trading AMD. I said, listen, took the first trade, made $250. And I said, hold up, I'm trading every Monday. I did the math. I said 250 times 4 Mondays a month. I said, that's $1,000. I said, hold on now. I said, wait a minute. I said, when I made that first trade and I started doing the math and I had a little debit card swipe at the gas station to see if that money was going to work and fill up the car. I said, yo, this was the little tiny win, like a little small win, $250. But when I say that thing lit a fire up under my tail, babe, let me tell you something. That thing was literally proof that the strategy works. And that was the moment I would never forget. I swiped at that gas station. And I said, that moment showed me that I could really replace my paycheck. I could replace my paycheck and then some. And I said, if I could do this once, I could do this again and again and again and again. And I was like, and eventually I could replace my paycheck. So that was literally like the fire that lit my tail. And honestly, that's exactly what happened. I went from being let go to letting go of limits. That's a bar, boy. What I say? I went from being let go to letting go of limits. Woo! Y'all put some fire flames in the chat for that. That's off the dome, boy. But let me tell you this. When I say I make more than my boss that fired me, I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I do feel a little guilty. Sometimes I feel like I need to put my neck down and grab that man. I'm just saying, few of the men, I feel like I need, throw my net down, be like, it's okay, baby. I know you did me dirty, but I don't have that kind of heart. Let me go ahead and put down my net, grab on it. I'm gonna pull you up. That's how I feel. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel a little guilty. But anyway, I'm not saying that I became a millionaire overnight. So please get that out your mind. I did not become a millionaire overnight, but I started consistently making money from trading the strategy. And let me just say this. When I started creating this consistent income, I saw that I'm making more than what my job is providing. Then I said, some weeks of trading, I was making literally 2 of my paychecks combined. Then I was like, okay, we on to something. Now, the best part is I didn't have to trade my time to earn it. And that's the thing I want you to take from this video. I didn't have to trade my time working 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, and then you got to commute and all the things. I didn't trade my time to earn this easy, consistent, reliable income that the market gives us. that the market gives us. So when I say I now have the freedom to like chill, listen to my body, and just like if I'm like yesterday I woke up and I was like, all right, I kind of overdid it on Monday, just working errands, cleaning the house, doing all the things. I was like, I'm just gonna chill today. I'm gonna sit in my bed with my bonnet on all day, with my granny what was this little, y'all know the little granny put PJs. I can't think of the word, but the little granny PJs. I'm gonna sit in this bed all day and I'm gonna chill, because if my body say I need to rest, I'm going to rest. And that's what I did yesterday, and it was lovely, because guess what? It does not require me to do a thing to make money in the market. 30 seconds on a Monday and I'm chilling. All I gotta do is pick up my phone, press the buttons, and click on submit. So if I need a slow morning, just to ease into my day, I can take it slow. I can take my time. And I don't have to choose. This is the best part right here. I don't have to choose between a paycheck. I don't have to choose between a doctor's appointment, between a paycheck and a doctor's appointment. It's not like, oh, I got to go to work. I got to cancel my doctor appointment. Although I need that blood work, boy. Oh, I need the doctor to go ahead, tweak these numbers, because my insulin pump not delivering insulin like it need to. Like, it's either paycheck or doctor appointment. I don't got to do that no more. I do not got to do that no more. And when I say I have complete healing in my body after leaving my 9 to 5 because I am stress free, that's what I mean. So my income, it fits around my life. My income fits around my life, not the other way around. And that's what we don't want. That's what we don't want. And this type of peace of mind, this is something that you can't put a price on it. You can't put a price on having a peace of mind. Like, it is priceless. It is priceless. Now, the wild part to me, the fact that this person who fired me, they still got to ask for vacation time. Meanwhile, I could book trips. I could book trips whenever I want. I could work from anywhere in the world. If I want to go to my favorite country right now is Dubai. I'm just saying, I love me some Dubai, baby. If I want to go to Dubai and live in my property that I am building right now in Dubai for half the year, all I got to do is do a trade on a Monday and chilling. I could stay in the whole country for as long as I would like. Listen, I still get paid. It doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter where I am. If I want to go to the beach and pull out my laptop, hook it up to the little, Wi-Fi thing on your phone, hotspot, or if I want to trade on my phone, it take you a couple seconds, do, boo, boo, put the laptop back in the bag, put your feet in that water. You know what I mean? And then listen. I'm not trying to flex, okay? I'm not trying to flex. I just want to show you what's possible. And I want you to bet on yourself instead of waiting for approval from somebody else. I need you to take a bet on yourself. So I need you to flood the comments. I'm taking a bet on me. Just flood the comments. I'm taking a bet on me. That should be, that should be the quote. Y'all need to write that down on a sticky note and put that on your mirror. Because listen. So this is what I want you to take from this video. This is what I want you to take from this video. Your worst moment might be your turning point. I'm going to say that again because that was a good one. Your worst moment might be your turning point. Listen. Y'all know what's going on right now. All these people are getting fired from their 9 to 5s because all the DEI stuff. Got to work in the office remote. People getting forced to take retirement early. All the things. But getting fired, it literally felt like the worst thing that could ever happen. But when I look back, it was actually the best thing that has ever happened. Y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Do I need to take these glasses off so y'all can hear me? I don't think y'all hear me. It literally pushed me to greater. It literally was the thing that pushed my black tail to greater. That's what it did. And sometimes the things that actually break you actually build you. So that's that on that. Now, the second thing I want you to take from this video. Is to don't wait for someone else to give you permission. And listen, I was waiting for my company to value me. I'm not gonna lie. When I say I was kissing butt, when I say I was trying to go up that corporate ladder, because I was working Fortune 500 companies. So these are the big dogs, you know what I mean? These are companies where you want to stay there for a minute and work your way up to VP and all that. And I would never forget, this guy was like my favorite. He was like a VP. And he was like, Paris, I see you sitting in my seat one day. And I was like, oh my God, I felt so good. Because I'm like, oh, they kind of valuing me a little bit. But then when I left, I was like, I can actually build my own seat and sit in it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing right now. So I was waiting for a company to value me and to understand my situation. Listen, the truth is though, your freedom, it doesn't start with a job offer. It don't start with your 9 to 5. It starts with a decision. That's it, and that's all. A decision to stop waiting on your boss to open a door that you can't even build, that you can build yourself. Listen, we not waiting on a boss to open a door that you can build yourself. Like I said, I built my own chair, boy. He said, Paris, he said, I see you sitting in my seat one day because of my work ethic and all that good stuff. And I was like, wow, thank you so much. And I still think about that not every day, but a couple times a month. I'd be like, that man said he see me sitting in his chair. He a VP of IT, boy. I said, okay. But now when I look back, I'm like, I'm sitting in my own chair. Like I am really a boss right now, sitting in my own chair. So stop waiting on a boss to open a door that you can build yourself. Bet on yourself. Put it in the chat. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. So I literally learned a skill that pays me even while I rest. If I need to rest, take my time in the morning. Just need to, chill for a little bit. If I need a day, and go to all my doctor appointments in peace, listen, the stock market still pays me. It doesn't matter. So learn a skill that pays you even while you rest. That's what you want. And the game changed for me. I'm not going to lie to you. The game changed when I actually learned this skill. When I learned the skill of trading, when I learned this particular strategy, covered call trading. The strategy that makes me money even when I'm not working. I don't got to do a thing. I don't have to lift a finger. I don't got to do nothing. I mean, I got to lift a finger to, submit the trade. But other than that, it's not like I'm working. But this is what I want for you. Not just money. I want you to take this from me. I'm not just saying I want you to make money, but I want you, to make an income and have peace. Like you can have both. You can have income, make the money, and have a peace of mind, live your best life. You can have all of those things. So I want to say this. If you are ready to learn a strategy where you could do just this. Trade on Monday, make a consistent income. Don't have to rely on your 9 to 5 if you don't want to. But of course, you can trade the strategy alongside your 9 to 5, which is absolutely amazing. And just create some freedom. That's what we want. We want freedom. We want a peace of mind. Listen, I have a 5-day training coming up. It is for free. A free 5-day training coming up. I'm teaching stock market trading, this very strategy, literally the whole blueprint. I'm going to teach you the entire blueprint over the next 5 days. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, by step, by step, by step. There is no fluff, literally just real simple moves that you can make, even if you're starting from zero, even if you have no idea what the stock market is. You have no idea. You have, nothing. Complete beginner. You can start from zero. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you every single day, step by step, on how I was able to leave my 9 to 5 for good at 24 years old. When I say I fired my boss at 24, making my income from the stock market, and when I say my health is the best it has ever been, that's what I mean. So I'm going to teach you how to do this. The link is in the description to sign up. Make sure you do register and secure your seat. And it's totally free. Totally free every single day. When I say, listen to me. You are going to be so happy by the end of the 5 days. Like, your future self is going to be so happy. You're going to feel like you have a game plan. You're going to feel so encouraged. You're going to feel so motivated and just inspired. But you're also going to have the skills. Like, you're going to have the knowledge to actually execute. That's what I want you to do. Execute. So join me. 5 days, completely free. I'm teaching you how to trade stocks, just the whole blueprint of it all. I'm going to teach you from the very beginning, step by step, all the way to the very end. And it is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I cannot wait. Also, please give this video a little likey like, okay? Please like this video. Give it a little like before you roll out. Give your girl a like. And also, if you want more videos like this, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead. It don't hurt. Just hit the button. It don't hurt. And it's for free. But anyway, with that being said, this was a good video to me. I feel inspired all over again. I hope you feel inspired too. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.